Today, I'm excited to introduce Pam Krakowiak, our Senior Associate Director here in the Career Resource Center. Before we dive into some questions about the CRC, can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Sure. So I think the first thing you'd want to know about me is that I'm actually an alum of the full-time MBA program here at UB School of Management. I'm also born and raised in Buffalo. If you're not familiar with Buffalo, it's a great city. It's really a gem. We're like a Midwestern city, and we're known as the city of good neighbors. So, everyone's really welcoming and helpful. It's kind of just a vibe you get through the whole city. I've been at the UB School of Management for over 20 years, working in graduate programs, academic advising with our undergraduate students, and most recently in the Career Resource Center, where I've been the past 18 years. So I love working with students, and you'll see that's something our whole team in the CRC really enjoys.
Awesome. Thanks for sharing. Let's get into these questions. First, can you share the Career Resource Center's mission and tell us about your team?
So our mission in the Career Resource Center is really to help students achieve their personal career goals. We, preach about being proactive. We really want students to take charge of their career development, and we offer lots of opportunities and ways for them to do that. The main thing, engaging with our office, attending our events, participating in career advising, which we are here for exclusively for School of Management students. So I think that's really important, that we want to see you succeed in the type of career that you want. So at the end of the day, it's really about the individual. I lead our graduate services within the Career Resource Center, and we really focus on breaking down kind of by business area. So business function. I tend to work more with marketing and healthcare students, and a lot of our dual degree MBA students as well. Another one of my colleagues, one of my teammates, works with our MIS and analytics students, and another works with our finance and supply chain and operations students. So this way, we're really getting to know students as well as employers, because we also are working with employers and alumni and being that bridge, that connection to those types of contacts and potential job leads.
Great, thanks. Awesome. Next, how can the CRC help individuals develop their personal brand and network with potential employers?
It's really important for students to start working with us on a regular basis, meeting with us, letting us get to know you. We like to work with you as individuals. It makes it much easier for us, but really working with you on developing your job search strategy, which again is very unique to you. Where do you want to go after graduation? What type of roles are you interested in? And then the next step for that would be talking about developing your personal brand, how you can articulate your skills and experience. Who are you? What are you interested in doing? How can you add value for your next employer? So us getting to know you can really help you articulate that brand when you're then talking to employers or alumni or potential job leads, even personal contacts, shifting some of those, personal relationships more to that professional side and letting people see you as a graduate student with many skills to offer them. So it's really important we get to know you. And once we do that, once we get to know you as a person, and then we start to see who you are, and we know you're ready to network, because networking is embedded in every part of our program. Once we know you're ready to actually do that and articulate your personal brand, then it's easier for us to match you with contacts, identify alumni that you kind of remind us of, or, that we think would be of benefit for you to meet with. So then we're able to even make those connections, or at least help you identify contacts at potential companies that you're interested in. And sometimes we'll even do an introduction for you. Because networking is so important to the job search.
My next question was, does the CRC provide resources and access to job listing and internship opportunities?
Absolutely, we do. We actually have our own career management system known as BizLink. And like I said, it's exclusive just to School of Management students. We're posting internships, jobs, career events, our career fair information, a lot of other resources as well. The students also have access to another career center on campus, as well as their career system. So they're actually getting two systems with job postings and internships. But what makes BizLink special for School of Management students is that we actually have relationships with those employers, either recruiters or alumni that have chosen to give us job postings, or even referrals sometimes for our students. It really just depends. But really, that's the main thing. So that's the difference between applying for jobs on like Indeed or LinkedIn, or, even Handshake has a lot of opportunities, but there isn't that personal connection that we have like we do with the companies that are listed in BizLink.
That's really insightful. Next, I was wondering what type of workshops, webinars, or events are organized by the CRC.
Career Resource Center really works with students before they even step on campus. So really the semester before you're joining one of our graduate programs, we're already working with you with virtual sessions, especially like resume is something that we really focus on to bring your resume up to business standards and really get it ready for application so that when you step on campus, you're ready to go and can easily start applying to internships or full-time positions, depending on your program. We also bring in national speakers for several topics, including LinkedIn, advanced profile building, and immigration attorneys for sessions to work with our international students. We also do sessions on, job search, how to prepare for the career fair, national conferences, and other topics. Over winter break, we host a series of events in New York City for those looking to move to New York City after graduation. We have some networking events and site visits and even some virtual sessions with our New York City alumni. We have fantastic alumni here in school management. A lot of our programming and events are also based on what's happening in the job market. So, our MIS advisor and analytics advisor does something called Focus Fridays, where they're meeting with the students on a regular basis, and that topics could change based on what's going on in the job market. So one week it could be, more resume tips, taking it to the next level, or cover letters, or maybe reviewing LinkedIn profiles. And the next it could be, talking about salary negotiations or how to manage your job offers. So we offer a lot of those. We also do our own career fair every fall, which is exclusive to School of Management students.
Before we wrap it up, I wanted to ask, what are the recent placement outcomes for UB School of Management graduate programs? What type of positions and companies?
So our graduate students' placement continues to be excellent through all of our programs, really. We're in the high 80s or low 90s for all of our programs. And our rankings are continuing to improve. So things like Bloomberg Business Week and US News are improving as we go as well. So most recent class of MBA students graduated with an 89% placement rate and an average salary of $85,000. But half of our class actually stays in Buffalo, where our cost of living is very low. So it's interesting to see our different MS programs and salaries. Our MS accounting program continues to be our most fantastic as far as placement goes because everyone wants accountants. So our MS accounting class is 100% placed. But our other grad programs are doing great. Our MS MIS students last class landed with a 91% placement rate and an average salary over $100,000. Our MS Finance and MS Business Analytics programs are actually our newest MS programs. And they boast 86% for finance and 89% placement for business analytics. So all of our programs are really doing well. As far as companies and recruiting, our accounting program is actually recruited by all of the big four accounting firms, as well as large regional firms in both New York City and Buffalo. So that one has a lot of recruiting. The other big companies recruiting our students include Goldman Sachs, Citi, M&T Bank. They're recruiting students across all of our graduate programs. And then our students are also landing at major companies as well. Companies like Amazon and Amazon Web Services, Barclays, BlackRock, JP Morgan Chase, EY, Morgan Stanley, and London Stock Exchange Group, and even Walmart. Some MIS roles tend to be more technical, starting with business analyst, technical analyst, solutions architect, IT project manager, data engineer, technical support engineer, data scientist, and starting off obviously as maybe even just a data analyst. Our MS finance roles really run the gamut of analyst roles, from financial analyst, credit analyst, budget analyst, equity research analyst, investment associate. It really is a bunch of starting off analyst roles. Obviously, there are sometimes some senior analysts. If you're bringing in some experience in the area, you could obviously be looking at some higher level roles. And then our data analytics, starting with data analyst, business analyst, data engineer, data scientist, again, based on experience and the type of level position that you're actually looking for. In the US, it's really important that you understand there's no standardization of job title. So different job titles can mean different things at different companies. And you really want to take a closer look at that and do a little research to better understand your level of experience and where that will fit into the mix. And we're here to help you with that. The great thing about attending UB School of Management and graduating from one of our programs is that you have lifetime services with the Career Resource Center. So we're here from the time before you even begin your program to all the way through your career, and we can help you with things along the way. to make sure that you are successful in your career goals.
That's impressive. Well, that's all the question I had today. The CRC has a lot to offer, so for everyone watching, if you have any questions or want to learn more about the CRC, be sure to check out their website. Thanks, Pam.